Welcome back to Hanoi Newsletter. This is a real estate program about Hanoi's market, broadcasting monthly. I'm editor Bao An, and to start the program, let's review some highlights in Hanoi real estate market in April 2022. 12 years later, Hanoi Museum still has to wait to complete their exhibition. Dong Da Park has been delayed for more than 20 years due to the land clearance. Overly adjusted planning of apartments in Hanoi. Bus station planning in Hanoi after relocation, what to do with Golden Land. Hanoi plans 6 more underground urban railways. Gia Lam planning to become a new development area of the central urban area. Red River and Duong's River planning affects more than 260,000 people living off the embankment. The retail real estate market in Hanoi continues to recover. The current status of ancient villas on Golden Land only rented, not sold. A series of lakes in Hanoi are at risk of being killed or partially leveled. More than 412,000 square meters of residential floors completed. Exposing places where real estate price rise. 12 years later, Hanoi Museum still has to wait to complete their exhibition. In the morning of April 25th, the Standing Committee of Hanoi held an explanation session on the investment, exploitation, management, and use of cultural and sport institutions in Hanoi. At the explanation session, referring to the Hanoi Museum project, Delegate Vũ Ngọc Anh said that the first phase of the project, including the museum building, was completed in 2010. The second phase consists of the content of displaying artifacts. The calculation of about 800 billion Vietnamese dong is expected to be completed in 2015, but so far has not been completed. It is expected that in May, the Department of Construction will appraise the technical design section, report to the People's Committee of the city to reapprove the relevant contents. Dong Da Park has been delayed for more than 20 years due to the land clearance. According to Director of the Department of Planning and Architecture, Nguyễn Trúc Anh, the project of Dong Da District Cultural and Sport Park has been around for about 20 years but has not been implemented. It is reported that the biggest obstacle is the clearance work. Particularly on the issue of land clearance, Dong Da and Ba Dinh district need legal treatment for land use households currently in the park area for the department to review the new boundary. Overly adjusted planning of apartments in Hanoi. Over the past time, many land plots in Nam Tu Liem district have been adjusted, such as adding apartment units in high-rise buildings or onto public plot. Reportedly, at Meeting Pearl Complex, in addition to the apartment blocks Symbol 3A and 3B have been completed and put into use, and the complex of hotel, commercial services, offices and houses combined commercially under construction Symbol number 1. The planned plot of land is now a golf course adjacent to Phu Do overpass. However, according to the new adjustment decision, Hanoi shall retain the boundaries of the land plot according to the approved planning, proposing to adjust to an NO side plot with the residential land function, including apartment houses combining services, commercial, kindergarten, and adjacent housing. Bus station planning in Hanoi after relocation, what to do with Golden Land. Hanoi will relocate bus stations in the inner city and build new ones in the suburbs. This is the content in the planning of Hanoi's terminal and parking laws in 2030, Vision 2050 to reduce the load for the inner city. Accordingly, the existing bus terminal in the area of Ring Road 3, including Gia Lam, Mỹ Đình, Giáp Bát, Nước Ngầm, are temporarily retained to continue to exploit it during the transition period and only upgrade and renovate the facility of the bus station on the basis of the existing scale. Hanoi plans 6 more underground urban railways. At the announcement of the general planning project of the Central Urban Underground Construction Space, Hanoi City to 2030, with a vision to 2050, the representative of the Department of Planning and Architecture of Hanoi City say that Hanoi has oriented the planning of 6 more underground urban railways in the border of 20 districts. Xalem planning to become a new development area of the central urban area. Xalem is a concentration spot of the transport hubs, include road, railway, waterways, and technical infrastructure of the country and the city. This district will also be the center of goods transfer, high-quality service center for industrial development in the east of Hanoi. There are regional health services, training centers, financial trade center, the green corridor of the city along the banks of Red River and Duong River. According to the planning, Xalem district will become a new development area of the central urban, combining the renovation of urban infrastructure, which is the northeast gateway city of Hanoi with a vision to 2050. Red River and Duong River planning affects more than 260,000 people living off the embankment. The Department of Planning and Architecture has reported to the People's Committee of Hanoi to assess the impact on people living off the embankment when implementing Red River and Duong River planning. Accordingly, the zoning plans approved by the City People's Committee are the basis for implementing investment in construction and renovation of infrastructure, contributing to improve the quality of serving the population in the area, stabilizing residential life, meeting social security needs, ensuring harmonious development and sustainable life quality for the majority of people living off the embankment in the coming time. The retail real estate market in Hanoi continues to recover. At the announcement of Hanoi real estate market focus in the first quarter of 2022, CBRE Vietnam say that the retail market continued its growth momentum and gradually overcame the heavy impact of the fourth wave of COVID-19 epidemic. Signs of recovery are more evident, with the average asking rent increasing by about 1.48% compared to the fourth quarter of 2021, reaching $107 per square meters per month. The market also saw a new wave of business expansion from large corporations. The current status of Anshan Villas on Golden Land, only rented, not sold. Earlier on April the 8th, the People's Committee of Hanoi City introduced policies on management and use of public villas built before 1954 in the area. In the period of 2021 to 2025, the city proposed to continue selling 600 state-owned villas to renovate and rebuild the historic inner city with ancient buildings, old villas, and other architectural works. However, after only 11 days of making the above decision, the People's Committee of Hanoi has suspended the sale for an overall review detailed report of the competent authorities. A series of lakes in Hanoi are at risk of being killed or partially leveled. According to the map of land use planning of Hanoi City in 2020, many lakes in Hanoi are about to be filled to make houses and roads. While residents express regret and desire to keep the lake, experts warn that caution should be exercised when leveling because filling is easy but digging will be very difficult. Speaking to the Labour newspaper, Ms. Vũ Thị Vân, resettlement area in Chu said, "In Hanoi, it is very rare to get a lake. There is a lake. The whole area will be very airy. It is like a green lung. However, now that there is a construction project here, I know that I will build an apartment. I'm so sorry." More than 412,000 square meters of residential floors completed. In the first quarter of 2022 alone, 412,000 square meters of residential floors were completed in Hanoi, addressing the large number of housing need for people living in the capital. In addition to the above content, in the Housing Development Plan, Hanoi also aims to build a system of solutions suitable to the actual situation, ensuring sustainable and modern housing development, responding to the climate change. Exposing places where real estate price rise, Hanoi tightened regulation on abandoned projects. The case at New Horizon City at 87 Lik Nam Street is invested by Vietnam Construction and Engineering Joint Stock Company. More than 500 households in this apartment are being suspended from receiving any application despite having residence since 2017 and fulfilling their financial obligation to the investor. Accordingly, the People's Council of Hanoi emphasized the need to review each project that is behind schedule, slow to implement due to having to adjust the planning, adjust the investment project in accordance with the general planning for the construction of the capital, the zoning plan that has not been completed so far to clarify the cause, responsibility and taking definitive measures. This is the end of Hanoi Real Estate Newsletter in April 2022. Thank you for your attention. Please like and subscribe to update the latest information from Sen Vang Real Estate. See you in the next Hanoi Real Estate Newsletter and have a nice day.